Nathan is moving this hand with his brain.
Man who is paralyzed, he's had a microchip implanted in his brain and says this has already changed his life. We watched him control a computer and play online chess, moving the pieces with his thoughts.
Experts believe that brain-computer interfaces could provide a tactical advantage in future wars by facilitating quicker decision-making, better oversight, and longer endurance.
Recently, Elon Musk's company Neuralink uploaded a video on YouTube which was a great sensation. Neuralink showed their first patient with brain chip implant playing chess not by hands but just by thinking. This video crossed 180,000 views in YouTube in a single day. Every news channel was mentioning it, and some might even think this is the first time a person is using thoughts to control computer. Subsequently, the patient revealed he pulled an all-nighter playing the strategy game Civilization 6. If you think controlling computer with thoughts is done the first time, you'll be amazed to know there has been many companies before who have done similar remarkable achievements. In this video, let's take a look at the phenomenal progress which companies like Neuralink, Blackrock Neurotech and others are doing in this brain machine interface. Before we proceed further, I request you to take a moment and subscribe my YouTube channel and share it to your friends. Now, going back, there are companies like Blackrock Neurotech, Synchron, Precision and others who are working on brain interface devices just like Neuralink. In fact, the first implant of a wired brain chip was done in a human 20 years ago in 2004. The implant procedure was successful and it helped a paralyzed person to move a cursor with only their thoughts. The other important thing is some sources say that most of the chip implants in people's brain are done by a company called Blackrock. There could be around 50 Blackrock chips in usage today acting as brain implant. So what does Neuralink, Synchron and other companies do differently? In simple terms, the type of device used and the part of the brain implant gets done varies. Firstly, companies like Neuralink, Blackrock implant their chips a bit deep into the brain compared to other companies. Neuralink's chip, for example, consists of 1024 electrodes, higher than any other company, and they pick up neuron signals and send them in a wireless mode to computer. Secondly, in case of Synchron, it's a stent rod instead of a chip which is used. Also, this stent rod isn't fixed on a brain. It's a stent with tiny sensors delivered into a large vein that sits next to motor cortex a bit outside the brain. Also, the genius innovation is that this stent rod is connected to an antenna that sits under the chest. This collects raw brain signals which are ultimately sent to devices. Companies like Synchron, Neuralink have mentioned that these devices will provide the ability for patients with cervical spinal cord impairment or paralysis or ALS to help them control computer or mobile devices. In other words, this will enable patients with severe disabilities to text people, browse social media, play video games and many more. Well, it doesn't stop there. A very important breakthrough was achieved a few years back when a man who was paralyzed, waist down, could actually drive a car using just his thoughts. Interesting, isn't it? Doctors, engineers and researchers at United States worked with Zuniga and he was able to communicate to the computer using a brain chip. This computer in turn controlled the movements of the car. With just his thoughts, coupled with a few devices like a specialized helmet, Zuniga can actually control the speed of the car and its direction. So what does the future of such innovative companies hold for us? What are the boundaries and final frontiers that we are looking to expand? Well, the applications are enormous. Currently, these applications are only used for people with severe health issues or disorders. In future, as Musk and founders see this can be significantly improve capabilities of an average human with no health issues, making him a superhuman. Most importantly, when this brain-machine interface technology improves, there will be a seamless connect between machines and humans. Firstly, this can help humans to control any device just like thoughts. Secondly, just like in the movie Matrix, where Neo downloaded the martial arts skills to fight against mafias, you can download necessary skills or information from cloud whenever required. Also, you can upload the information from your brain back into the cloud. All these sound like theory, but the progress made by such interfaces till today would have seemed impossible for people who lived a few decades ago. While there is a lot of promising opportunities in this field, there are multiple concerns too, which also needs to be addressed before commercializing to the larger public. There are many what-if questions which needs to be addressed. What if the brain gets infected because of chip or stent implant? What if my brain data gets hacked or stolen by someone else? What if big institutions or governments manipulate our thoughts using the interface? While these concerns sound like coming from science fiction movies, they'll be legitimate when these brain interfaces improve and progress. As a human, we have traveled so far in the past 200 years, starting from Industrial Revolution, that we are touching the tipping point of something core to our development. We are very close to the final frontier of human advancement by directly working with the source from which all the ideas have come and materialized, the brain itself. The world is not very far from achieving this feat, but what is most important is to walk the path very carefully so that we don't end up regretting the progress we have made in this field of science. That's it for today, guys. I have added the research materials in the description, and if you have more details to share that I missed, please post it in the comments. Also, if you find this video valuable, please subscribe my YouTube channel and share it to your friends. These actions will help me to stay motivated and create more such informative videos. So I will meet you next time with an interesting video, and until then, take care. Bye bye.